close. Dear students, we are discussing the topic acids, bases, and salts. Our today's concept is bases, and in the concept of bases, we have already discussed what are bases, what are their physical properties, and how they are classified. Now, our today's sub-concept is chemical properties of bases. Since we are discussing chemical properties of bases in 10th class, we have to follow the syllabus. As per syllabus, we have to discuss three chemical reactions of the bases, that is reaction of bases with metals, second reaction of bases with acids, and third reaction of bases with carbon dioxide. Let's take the first chemical reaction. We know most of the metals react with acids, but all metals do not react with bases. A few metals react with bases. For example, zinc, it reacts with bases and forms the salt and hydrogen gas. You can see here, this is sodium hydroxide base. This is the zinc metal in the solid form. It forms Na2, ZnO2, sodium zincate, and hydrogen gas. We can balance this reaction like this. Now, I think it is balanced. One thing you should keep in mind that all metals do not react with bases. And let's take the second property, reaction of bases with acids. That means here reaction with acids. Bases react with acids and form salt and water. You already discussed this reaction in while discussing the chemical properties of the acids, where I have requested you that acids react with bases and form salt and water. Same with the case here, bases react with acids and form salt and water. I will give here a general reaction here. Acid plus base gives salt and water. This reaction is called as neutralization reaction. No mention you write base plus acid, it gives salt and water, or you may write acid plus base, it gives salt and water. Let's give a few examples here. For example, if we take here base sodium hydroxide in the aqueous form and hydrochloric acid in the aqueous form, this is base, this is acid. Now here salt will be formed here. Na will displace H from acid, this being metal ion, and H will here occupy its position. It will here sodium chloride and water will be formed. Okay. You may write one more reaction here. For example, if we have potassium hydroxide KOH, if we add acid H2SO4 to it, it forms SO4, yes, it forms salt K (2SO4), sodium sulfate and water, H2O, salt and water. This reaction of acids and bases producing salt and water is called as neutralization reaction. It has much importance. For example, if we use this reaction, this neutralization reaction, to neutralize extra acid produced in the stomach, that is why sodium hydrogen carbonate NaHCO3 or milk of magnesia or sodium ammonium carbonate, they are used as, or ammonium hydroxide, they are used as antacids in medical science. They neutralize the extra acid produced in the stomach. You know, hydrochloric acid is produced in the stomach. Similarly, if the soil has turned acidic soil, it cannot produce good crops. In order to neutralize it, farmers often spread lime over this acid or mix lime with this acid, with the result of lime being the base It neutralizes the acid in the soil and makes the neutral soil, hence good crops are then produced. The third reaction is here, reaction with carbon dioxide. We already discussed acids react with metal carbonates and metal hydrogen carbonates and form salt, water and carbon dioxide. This carbon dioxide reacts with some bases and forms the carbonates. Example is here sodium hydroxide in the X form, a base. It reacts with carbon dioxide and forms a sodium carbonate and water. Similarly, if we have calcium hydroxide CaOH whole twice, it also reacts with carbon dioxide and forms calcium carbonate CaCO3 and water. You might have noticed when we apply the plaster of Paris on the walls for decoration purpose. At first, the plaster of Paris does not give a good shine, but when it mixes water and applied, after a few minutes, it starts becoming whiter and whiter, giving good shine, better shine, and becomes solid light. This is because of the formation of the gypsum. Okay, thanks.